Over 2,000 have been picked up since the Our Place titanium pan or pot have been made available. But it's an expiring price. Now, this big deal price is going away at the end of today. Should be either $155 should be for the 8.5-inch pan, which is right here, and you are going to get a really beautiful spatula. This is metal utensil safe. The non-stick here, oh my goodness, are you going to be impressed? It's not a coating. It is titanium built into this pan. It is metal utensil safe. It is not going to flake off. It truly is the next innovation in cookware. This pan should be $155. Right now, under the big deal, it's $119.98, and you do get that metal spatula as well, which is dishwasher safe. And you get the lid. Then we're going to talk about this saucepan, which is perfect saucepan size. This also has non-stick, so if you need to braise anything for your chilies and your stews, you have that non-stick, also just super easy for cleanup. And that will come with a silicone spoon option for you and the lid as well. This should be $169. Today it's $129.98 to bring this one home. These are the lowest prices that we have found, but the prices are expiring and the 5 easy payments are expiring at the end of the day. You're saving $35 on the pan. You are saving $39 on the pot. It's really, truly a new innovation. It is 300% harder than stainless steel. It's amazing. It's all dishwasher safe, all metal utensil safe. It is a tri-ply construction. Jessica, I'm getting so excited because this truly is a new innovation in cookware. Now, this is not the set that I have in my pot and my pan from Our Place, but this might be what I need to upgrade to because this truly is a new non-coating non-stick.
Yeah, I feel like Our Place is really setting a new standard with this. 3 layers of metal. So you have this gorgeous exterior that's stainless steel. Inside is titanium. You have that lotus effect, right? Yeah, so here we go, 3 layers of metal. And then what is so neat is this is constructed. It's all clad, completely metal. And then that lotus effect pattern is stamped. It's pressed into the titanium. And then it undergoes this really special heat and polishing technique that makes it more durable, 300% harder than stainless steel, and really enhances that non-stick technology. Now, something that you would never dream of doing a non-stick is taking a pizza cutter to it, taking a knife to it.
Oh my gosh.
You can do this. I know, my heart kind of pitter patters every time I do it. I forget how durable this is. But you can take a pizza cutter directly, yes, exactly. You're scraping with the you are not going to lift up that titanium. It is constructed. It is not coated. We call this NoCo for a reason.
That's amazing.
There's no, yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
You're getting the cook of stainless steel without that learning curve, right? Your food, stainless steel can be a little bit overwhelming and intimidating. You're getting high heat capability. This is good to over 900 degrees, but you're also getting the ability of non-stick. It's for delicate things like sunny side up eggs or for things like scallops, because look how beautifully those eggs just lifted out of the pan, right? You get this beautiful lotus pattern here that creates the non-stick capability, just like water lifts up off of a leaf. That's what happens in nature. That's how this was modeled. Years of science behind this pan. Yes.
So look at that. This is sort of that lotus effect that we're getting on the inside. You see all those little designs. That is all raised up. That's not going to be removed. That is not something that flakes off. It's not a coating. That's why it's called NoCo, no coating. And you're getting that non-stick that truly is innovative. With the pan, you are getting the pan. It is this beautiful sort of everyday size, 8.5 inches in this pan. You will get the lid, so that's stainless steel with the stainless steel lid, and then you will get a metal spatula here with that stainless steel. Really nice little sections to help you place it where you want to keep it as well, so you can kind of place this if you want to rest it, or if you want to place it on, it fits well here as well. So you've got all these great little sections for it. Then we also do have the pot available, which is your sauce pot and really a beautiful option for you. So with that perfect pot, you are then also going to get that non-stick coating. Jessica, talk to us a little bit. Why would I want a non-stick in a pot?
Yeah, that's a great question, and something that my husband actually asked me. He's like, "Oh, this is so unique," and it is unique. But really, the Our Place team thinks about what you're going to be doing in the kitchen. So if you think about your stocks that you're making, I have 5. We talk about this being mini, 8.5 inches around, but it really is. There's a lot of capacity here. I have 5 chicken legs here that I'm going to start to brown, and then I can make a stock or a soup. Or think about your mirepoix or your Holy Trinity when you start to make things like chili. You want that non-stick ability to pick up all of that fond at the bottom of your pot, right? That is what is flavor, all of those brown little bits of goodness. So you really want that. When you're using this as maybe you're using our full-size always pan if you got that last year at the TSC and now you're completing your set, and you're using this as more of a side dish or a saucepan. This is perfect for grain, so that way you're not burning the rice at the bottom, right? I used to do that before this pot. So it really does come in so handy. And then cleanup is such a snap. I mean, we're using this every single day. After a busy day at work, we want something that's going to work and that makes cooking joyful. And that's really what Shiza wanted. She wanted pieces that were simple at home. They made cooking joyful, so you can get to doing what you want to do, which is spending time with your family, not scrubbing a pan after dinner, right?
Wow, because it's all dishwasher safe, it's all metal utensil safe. I think this pan is the perfect everyday pan. If you want to start somewhere and try out this new innovation in nonstick, this is where you start, because you have that perfect size that you're going to use for your breakfast, for 1 or 2 chicken breasts, for your smaller meals if you're just feeding yourself and maybe 1 or 2 people. You can take this on the go if you're going to go camping. This is going to be just a fantastic option for you. If you're going to go to a rental house, this can come with you because you're not going to want to be without this pan. Jessica, when I previously have picked up other pans with a nonstick coating, the problem is that nonstick, it eventually starts to flake off. No matter how careful we are, it eventually starts to flake off, and then we get worried because then we're potentially ingesting some of that. This is so different. It's not possible to flake this off. The nonstick is constructed in. It is not a coating that is going to have to be removed or is going to start lifting at any point.
You're exactly right. This is 3 layers of metal like we talked about. But yes, this is pressed into the metal. You cannot destroy this pan. Trust me, you cannot. We've taken knives to this pan. You just saw a pizza cutter. Metal utensil safe. It is not going to lift up. And this is not going to rust. It's not going to warp. It's safe over 900 degrees, so you can put that in the oven at high heat. So think about high heat roasting at 500 degrees. Think about bringing it out to your grill. My husband and I are talking about a camping trip. We're going to throw this right on the campfire.
Amazing.
I am not worried about this pan because of the versatility. And yes, I love what you said about no chemicals, right? This has no coating. Other non-stick might have those PFAS, those PTFE, those forever chemicals. Our place never makes any of our cookware with forever chemicals. They're potentially harmful chemicals. They stick around in the environment. And I think people are becoming more aware. So when we set the bar with this cookware, we set it very, very high. It's extremely innovative. And the nonstick is one of those things that makes it so easy to use at home. Yeah, check out that pasta. I love this animation. There's so much versatility. You have a cheesy potato gratin, which I have here, baked mac and cheese. Check out, you get perfect pancakes every single time, and then restaurant quality sear, because you can crank the heat up on this pan. You're not going to destroy it. You're going to get beautiful crispiness, char on your burgers, char on your steak, and you can use metal utensils popped in the dishwasher when you're all done.
That's amazing. Because usually here's what they say, usually when you have a coating that is a nonstick, usually they say, okay, start with a lower heat and then gradually increase because that's going to help to protect. They usually say don't transfer right from heat into some cold water, right? There's all these different things that we have to sort of try to baby to try to keep that nonstick coating. You don't have to. You don't have to baby this. You can scratch it with metal utensils. Sorry if you couldn't even hear me during that. But it's not going to come off. This is that beautiful pan that honestly, I don't know when you're going to have to replace this because it is just going to wear like iron. It is that beautiful stainless steel option with that built-in nonstick. So it is not a coating, it is built in and constructed. So Jessica, it's such a good investment because now for $119.98 or for $129.98, if I want to pick up both the pot and the pan, right, if I want to get either of those two options, I don't have to think about, okay, what's the end date? When am I going to need to buy a new set of nonstick pans? Because this coating is not coming off.
That's right. 300% harder than stainless steel, and that's because of that titanium cooking surface here. You can use metal utensils, and what a forgiving set if you want to get this for somebody that's moving into their first apartment. Maybe you're about to be empty nesters and your kids need something to bring along with them to their first home. This is the set to get for them. And to be honest, you say either or, I say both.
Yeah.
Both, right? Because you can make, I just made a beautiful chili in my perfect pot, and then in my mini always pan I baked the cornbread. So let's not forget, because of that easy release, right, we have that beautiful pattern on the titanium surface that's based off the lotus effect where water beads up off a leaf. Our food is going to lift up and out of this pot so nicely, so easily. We're getting beautiful browning because that aluminum core is a great heat conductor. So we have stainless steel on the outside, completely constructed metal, 3-ply, titanium on the inside, and then an inner layer of aluminum and some other features that are really lovely. Look how I'm grabbing this pan right off my cooking surface.
Right.
Stay cool handles, right?
Oh,
this is going to stay cool on your cooktop. It will get hot in the oven, so just be careful with that.
Right, if you put it in the oven, yep.
This helper handle. And we talk about durability. This lasts a lifetime. There's a lifetime warranty on this. You're getting
Wait, I didn't know that. There's a lifetime warranty?
Yes, there is.
This could be the last pot you ever buy, the last pan you ever buy. Lifetime warranty? That's amazing for under $130 either option. And if you did want to get the full set and get both of them, it's $50 on Easy Pay over the course of the next 5 months, and you're going to be good to go. And that's lifetime. That's amazing.
That's right, and feel how light those are. So both of those vessels are between 3 and 4 pounds.
Okay.
Easy to cook on the stovetop. You want to sear maybe your steaks. I'm searing some salmon here too. And then pop it into the oven and then bring it to finish off. And then bring it right over to your table. You can actually, oh, there we go, we got it on. You can actually move this so easily because look how light this is. This is going to cook like cast iron. You have the durability of cast iron. It's harder than stainless steel, but it's lightweight and easy to use. And I really like, we don't go ask food a lot, Rachel, but I like these pans because I can crank the heat like you were talking about and get beautiful, crispy skin on salmon, just like I was going out to eat. I love that. It makes me feel like I have a private chef right here with me in my own house.
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, that's amazing. And remember, the big deal price does not stay around forever. We are looking at an encore of this big deal price, but it goes away today. So this price is expiring at the end of day today. So if you've been thinking, if this is in your cart, now is the time to check out. And remember, you do have our 30-day return policy. So if you're looking and if you're like, does it really work that way? Is it really worth the investment? This does become something that you can try out for 30 days, and if it's not for you, you can send it back, no questions asked. We have that wonderful return policy in effect. But give this one a try. I will be shocked if you're not really impressed with this. I've seen it in work. We were giving a full presentation on In the Kitchen with David on Sunday. You're seeing Jessica cooking with it right now live in front of you. And you're seeing the way everything is just lifting. So here are your options. First of all, this is the 8.5-inch Always Pan Pro with that non-coating non-stick because it is built in, and we'll talk to you about the layers again in just a minute. With this pan, you are also going to be getting a spatula, and that has really great little notches to help you kind of rest it wherever it needs to rest. And it is a metal because it is metal utensil safe. So you can use this for all your pancakes, your burgers, everything you need. And of course you will get the lid. That option is $119.98. You are saving $35. Then if we go over here, we also have the beautiful saucepan for you. That is the 8.5-inch Perfect Pot Pro with that non-coating, non-stick. You get that beautiful Lotus Effect nonstick, built in, not a coating, will not come off. You get then a silicone spoon, and you will get the lid. That is $129.98. You're saving $39